What's up, Combo fans? Welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd go through my top 10 favorite Star Wars characters of all time. So if you didn't know, I'm a massive, if you haven't seen about the channel, I am a massive Star Wars fan. I got the Star Wars hat just to prove I am one. Now, there's a lot of characters in the Star Wars universe that a lot of people like, but I thought today I would discuss all the ones I like, aka love and like. Now, this will be kind of my opinion on these characters, but if you want to tell me who your favorite characters are in the comments, put it in the comments below, and I'll try to respond. But just to say, I will planning to do 4 more videos today, and maybe one, and I'm going to do a Stranger Things 5 review on Thursday when it releases, so watch out for that. But without further ado, let's get into the Star Wars ranking. At number 10, I have Rey Skywalker. Daisy Ridley, who plays the character, I think that's the name. Yeah, the character, I forgot who, and just to say as well, I do not know any, I can't remember the actors. But Rey was such a good, intriguing character to me because when we first met her in Force Awakens, we didn't really know a lot about her. We don't know what happened to her parents, what her full name was, and what kind of character she was. But then throughout the trilogy, she got some development. Like we found out her uncle was Palpatine. I know people hated the ending. Her name Randall Skywalker. She was Rey. Her name was Rey Skywalker. But I'm actually one of the people who actually loved that ending. And the first time we met her, she was a Ravager, and then now she's a Jedi. But I just thought throughout the whole sequel trilogy with her arc was so good, and I want to see more of her in the future of Star Wars if Disney wants to let us see that, because you know how Disney are with this stupid Marvel and Star Wars thing. But I do want to see more of Rey Skywalker. But at number 9, I have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ewan McGregor was born to play his character, and anytime he was on screen, he was such a good character, and he was even really good in his TV show, which I loved, and I really hope we get season 2. And we all know the iconic "Hello There" meme with him jumping into General Grievous. He was just such a good character, and I was so sad when he died in one of the I think it was Phantom Menace, or I forgot which one he died in, but I really hope we get more Obi-Wan Kenobi projects because he was such a good character. Like I hope I know I hope he returns in Ahsoka because that would be perfect. Because in I know Clone Wars they're both with Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi are like with Ahsoka. So I really hope they do bring him back for the Ahsoka show, but we don't know yet. And speaking of Anakin and Obey, I have Anakin Skywalker. Hayden Christensen as Anakin was such a good character. His development from a young kid at the age being sold by Qui-Gon Jinn, played by I forgot the actor's name, and just throughout the whole trilogy, you see him grow up to be this kind of snarky guy, but he has a good heart, and throughout the whole trilogy you do have him trying to prove he wants to be in the Jedi Council, but they keep rejecting him. So, and then throughout the whole trilogy, you do see him become a villain from Palpatine's wrath, and it was so heartbreaking seeing him go down this path. But you felt the anger in the character. I think Hayden Christensen was such good character, good casting for this film. And I am so excited to see him back in Ahsoka season 2 because I know he's coming back. But anything Anakin, and I hope we get Darth Vader film. Please, Disney, we need a Darth Vader film. At number 7, I have Boba Fett. And one of the reasons I love Boba Fett is not just because I loved his TV show, which I hope we get season 2, but the look of the armor was amazing. His first armor we see in like the prequels and now the new ones. His armor is really good, and I think he's a different kind of bounty hunter because he doesn't really follow rules anymore. He plays just his own stuff, and just everything about him, his ship, his weapons, it was just so amazing. And just the arc he goes through of being this massive bounty hunter to now being like the king of this planet, it was such a good character, such a good arc. And I love the actor who plays him, and I really hope we get season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. At number 6, I have BB-8. Now, I thought I would put a droid in this, but as BB-8 is my favorite droid of all time, I know everyone would say R2-D2, but BB-8 is my favorite. He's such a cute, adorable droid. He's funny. I know he looks like a soccer ball, But anything merch, pick any merch of the BB-8. He's just such a cute droid. At number 5, I have Ahsoka Tano. She is such a good character throughout the Clone Wars. I think she was in Tale of the Jedi and her own TV show, which I'm so excited for her to get season 2. Anything she's in, I'll get excited for. I know apparently John, that is family. I've forgotten who's the guy who directed directed Ahsoka, but he's always said his character was Ahsoka, and I get it. She is a really good character. I've actually got also a Funko Pop of her right here. She is such a good character. When we first saw her in live action in The Mandalorian, I was hyped, and her show was a phenomenon. But I am so excited to see any other projects with her in it, and she's just really good character. At number 4, I have Darth Maul. Ever since his first appearance in Phantom Menace, I was already hooked on this character. He was such a very dark and very strict character. He didn't care how people were nice to him. He would kill anyone he would, and his double-bladed lightsaber was just phenomenal as well. And the guy playing Darth Maul, his voice was like deep and brooding. Not like Batman, but he was just a really good character. I know it's sad he got killed off in The Phantom Menace, but I'm glad in other projects he did get redeemed. And I know he was in Solo, it was Star Wars Story, but I didn't really watch that film. But anything he's in, I'm going to be excited for. Like his new TV show coming out, I'm so excited for that. I think it's a film or a show, I've forgotten, but I'm so excited for the Darth Maul show. At number 3, I have Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill. His Luke Skywalker will always be my favourite. From him being a young boy, wanting to explore the galaxy, to now being this massive Jedi Master. His arc throughout the time movies, and him learning about the galaxy, learning Darth Vader is his father, going through all the training. It was just a beautiful moment, and throughout the whole series, Mark Hamill did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see what kind of things they do with Luke Skywalker. I know he's dead, but if they do bring him back, it would kind of do like a flashback. If they do Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2, have him in the film, kind of like a flashback. But I am so excited to see. I am so happy this character got a lot of good justice in the show. I mean, my favorite moments by him is in Mandalorian with like the lightsaber fight scene with the robots. That was such a good scene, and I am so happy to have this character. But at number 2, I have Din Djarin, played by Pedro Pascal. The Mandalorian really got me to Star Wars. I love the look of the world of the Star Wars universe. And Pedro Pascal as Din Djarin was such a good actor, such a good character. Anything he's in, I'll get hyped for. Like his new movie coming out next year, I cannot wait for that. Him and Grogu have such a good bond. And all the fights he goes through for entire season 1, 2, and 3. It was just a really good character, and I cannot wait to see him back in his new movie or in another project. But yeah, Din Djarin is my second favorite character. But of course, at number 1, we have Darth Vader, the biggest villain of all time in the shows and movies. Anytime he's on screen, you can feel his power and darkness inside of him. Of course, he's played by the talented Hayden. I forgot who's it called again? Hayden Christensen. Finally, remembers him. He was anything Darth Vader. I'm going to be excited for. He's such a good character. I always love seeing there's any merch of him. I actually got a giant figure of him next to my desk. Just anything Darth Vader. He is such a good character, and he's the best villain in the Star Wars universe. I know him and Palpatine are the best, but his arc just beautiful me. But that was all my ranking of Star Wars characters. If you got any questions, anything about Star Wars, make sure to put it in the comments below. And tell me in the comments below who your favourite character is in the Star Wars universe. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.